Well, it should be a great one here. A little shark bite action going on as the four captains meet at the 50-yard line. We got the Southridge Suns taking on the Kamiakin Braves. Craig West, Evan Davis bringing you the call. The Southridge Suns 2-3 through the first 5 games. The Kamiakin Braves 4-1. And for Southridge, we talked about it in the pre-show. It's a wing T offense that has now expanded with the usage of Coven Burke. And for Kamiakin, they are just built from top to bottom, both on offense and on defense.
Matt Johnson's done a great job since he's come in here and took a team that was down and out on the mat, and he's done phenomenal work. And he's made the players believe there's hope. They have a chance at the playoffs. They're 2-3. Kamiakin 4-1 coming into this game.
So Southridge will kick off first. So they will get the ball in the second half. Kamiakin at home will receive. And kicking off for the Southridge Suns, Ethan Meek, sophomore, and he will have to quickly retrieve that ball back as it falls off. But for Kamiakin, we talked about their offense. They got 2 really impressive running backs in the backfield, but then they also have wide receiver Mason Severson, who's tied with Coven Burke for the most receiving yards in the MCC. Burke with 8 receiving touchdowns, Severson with 7, and we are off on an impressive kick. And a lateral to start things off for the Kamiakin Braves, brought down at the 20-yard line.
A good tackle there by Osgugo as he comes out and gets that quickly down the field.
That was Mason Severson who received a little end-route play, a little trick play to get things going here on a Friday night.
Well, Scott Biglin, I'm sure they had that well planned before. It wasn't improvisational. It was like, hey, if we get this, here's what we're doing. And with the wind at their back, good strong kick to the 10-yard line.
Quarterback is freshman Jagger McEwen. And already a quick whistle. A little defensive substitution early on for the Southridge Suns. Mentioned under center for the Kamiakin Braves is Jagger McEwen, 6'2", 170 pounds. And we had Kevin Rounce, our sports director, ask the head coach, what do you like so much about Jagger? And it's, well, look at him in a quick run already to get things going. That'll be a gain of around 18 yards and getting things going on offense. Corbin Hopwood.
Yeah, Hopwood can do that. Just puts the head down and buries it out to the nose of the ball right at the 35-yard line near hash mark, a first down. So one play, a first down. Biglin himself, a quarterback at Kamiakin, great option quarterback. And I played a little semi-pro, but McEwen, good option quarterback as well. 57% passing completion ratio.
Backfield now, McEwen looking for options. He finds his trusty receiver. That's Mason Severson for another first down.
Well, like a surgeon, just a quick slant over the middle and right to Severson, who's been money, his 22nd catch of the season. So we get a look over the middle like you're a linebacker and right in the gut. And the chase is on. Kind of stumbled, really wasn't brought down. Just stumbled. Ball at the 49-yard line of Southridge.
Ball at the 49. 2 running backs in the backfield. McEwen trying to draw Southridge offside. Already in Southridge territory, just 2 plays into the game. Will be a handoff and a nice burst of speed down the left side. That's Corbin Hopwood again.
Well, Hopwood with 2 carries, he's got about 40 yards.
Yeah, he's been explosive already, and this could spell trouble for Southridge if Corbin Hopwood can already be this explosive.
Well, 3 plays and 3 first downs, and you're already at the 33-yard line of Southridge territory. This is a drive that has a mission.
So Hopwood now moves to the sideline. Another running back in the backfield. Another play up the middle.
That's Stephen Wadan that got the handoff. And Wadan picking up 5 yards, so a big chunk. 1st and 5 situation. In fact, let's call it 2nd and 4. So he picked up 6.
Already We've already seen 3 explosive plays and then a huge chunk play on first down. Be an empty backfield, 5 out for the Kamiakin Braves. Trying to get an early touchdown. Wadden motioned. That'll be a flag.
Yeah, it's going to be a penalty on Kamiakin. So the flag's thrown on their side of the field. That's the indication.
Full start on the offense, 5 yards from the previous spot. Still second down.
Every once in a while they mess you up and throw it on the wrong side, but that's pretty much the indicator. Get that flag thrown to the side that the penalty's on. Southridge very happy, and as the head throws the umpire back his flag.
And the umpire, Pat Redman. So Wadden still in the backfield. He'll get the handoff, and he has a wide open lane down the middle. Brought down at roughly the 20-yard line of Southridge, and the Kamiakin Braves, they are pressing early, already in red zone territory.
Well, the tackle by Kamiakin. Kuhn able to spin him down. There's a good look at Kuhn, finishing off with a hit.
Looks like this is another flag coming on the field. Michael Corey was lined up at quarterback.
Yeah, this is going to go against Southridge.
Dead ball. Encroachment on the defense. 5 yards from the previous spot. Still first down.
Yeah, another indicator right there was Kamiakin was clapping.
So with all the explosive plays and the large chunk plays, now their Kamiakin Braves are gifted 5 free yards. Find themselves at the 14-yard line of Southridge.
Drive started at the 19-yard line.
That's Wadden and Corey in the backfield with McEwen. And fake the handoff to Corey, and he's quickly brought down. A gain of 1 yard.
Well, that's the shortest gain on this drive so far, which will be play number 8 coming up right now.
A nice little win on defense for Southridge, finally containing Kamiakin's offense. Ty Ferris onto the field. Mason Stevenson on the far left. And still Stephen Wadden now to the right of McEwen. He'll get the fake handoff quickly off to Corey. A flag on the play, no gain. It'll be 3rd down. See, the flag was right after the ball was snapped.
We get the call from the white hat.
Looks like a little bit of conversation going on between everyone.
Blocking the back on the offense. 10 yards from the spot of foul. Still second down.
So a legal block in the back now makes this 2nd and 15. Take a look at the replay on your screen. So a couple wins for Southridge. They get a 1-yard stop and now force the offense back 10 yards. Now the ball will be placed at Southridge's 24. And back into the game is Corbin Hopwood. And he'll get the handoff. And he'll get a large play, but another flag was thrown.
A little messy here after the start with great drives, and now things have kind of clogged up right now. And see if this will go against Kamiakin once again.
Wait to hear the call, but Corbin Hopwood has really gotten some explosive plays early on. Everyone conversing in the middle of the field as we await the call.
Now Kamiakin moving back, so that's a good
Got
indicator.
face mask on the offense. 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat the down.
You don't see that often.
Yeah, rarely do you see a face mask called on the offense. So now 2nd and 19 for the Kamiakin Braves. And as you mentioned, they were really streaking down the field, and now they've shot themselves in the foot.
Evan, you're thrown into the wind too. And I don't know if we can get a look at the flag, but stiffly blowing from left to right. So right into the face of the Braves.
So it'll be an empty backfield for McEwen. He has 5 receivers. Ball snapped. McEwen quick throw, trying to find Corey, and he'll get that pass off in a minimal gain of about 3 yards. Bring up 3rd and 14.
Yeah, they're still stuck in that quicksand, and they need a big play here. Quick strike. Try and throw under the coverage and perhaps a quick out. Everything's gone to the right side. We'll see if maybe this time that McEwen may come to the left side.
So gave him 4 yards on the play. Will bring up 3rd and 13 on Southridge's 23-yard line. As Corbin Hopwood checks back into the game. Wonder if he gets a handoff here. Ball snap. McEwen looking, scrambling to his right, and he'll take it himself. QB scramble for about 5 or 6 yards. Will bring up 4th down.
Well, that gets him about to the line of scrimmage originally, and that's it. Maybe picked up a yard. So not an enviable position, but full marks the way that Southridge tightened things up after the 8th play on this, and then the penalties kicked in as well, but did a great job and have really tightened up.
So 4-yard gain on that play, 4th and 9, and with the wind, Kamiakin going for it, trying to draw Southridge.
And they did.
Offsides, and they did.
Yep. So the count changed, and jumping was
For the snap. Encroachment on the defense. 5 yards from the previous spot. Still 4th down.
J.R. Bachman Jr. was the one that jumped and went into that demilitarized zone and got the flag.
So now 4th and 4, which makes this a lot more manageable to go for it if you're Kamiakin. And it looks like they'll do just that. Hopwood lining up to the right of McEwen. 4th and 4, Kamiakin trying to get on the score. McEwen, quick throw to his right side and caught by old reliable Mason Severson. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, quick out. He went to about 2 yards past that 1st down stick. Made sure he was in bounds. Perfect catch. And a 1st down, and that is the 5th here on this drive.
So the ball on the 8-yard line of Southridge. And Mason Severson with 2 big catches already on this opening drive. Not only that, Kamiakin has shed some serious clock. Ball on the 8, snap by McEwen, fake the handoff. He'll take it himself on the right side, cut to the middle. A nice gain on 1st down of about 4 yards.
I think that was Chavez that was able to get in there. And comes up, just catches him. Takes the feet out.
So now it'll be 2nd and 4. Southridge, 2nd and goal on Southridge's 4-yard line. Hopwood lining behind McEwen. 2 receivers to his left. This ball goes to Hopwood, and he runs it in for a touchdown. 6-0 Kamiakin. The ever-so-beast Corbin Hopwood with the score.
Yeah, Hopwood determined, comes off the left tackle. Get a good look right here. Cuts off the left side, gets a perfect block there. Able to elude the grab there by Cruz and bowls his way into the end zone for 6.
And what a drive for Kamiakin that saw some penalties on offense, some penalties on defense, but in the end culminated with 6 points. And the kick is up, and it's good. So Kamiakin 7-0 to get things going. The junior Corbin Hopwood with the score.
Colton Gorley on to kick the extra point, and it's good.
And with that, take a quick break. When we come back, Southridge looking to respond.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Jewelry Design Center. We want to be your jeweler for life.
Welcome back. The Southridge Suns and the Kamiakin Braves. Craig West, Evan Davis bringing you the call. And the Kamiakin Braves nearly a 6.5-minute drive to open up the game, and it culminated with a rushing touchdown by Corbin Hopwood. And now Kamiakin will kick off to Southridge, who are looking to respond.
I had him for a 16-play drive. Total of 79 yards. Some penalties along the way, but they found a way to get the 6 and get that ball in the end zone with a Hopwood run.
It'll be Aiden Neese to kick it off for Kamiakin. He'll send that one to the 20-yard line of Southridge. He'll take a quick handoff and a quick burst of speed down to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that was Jackman that had the ball. So you see right there, Jackman, as Tatum took the ball. And you watch the little exchange here. Here, yeah, I got it, you got it. Go ahead, and there he goes.
Yeah, Stockton Parrish taking that, number 3. So now we'll see Southridge's offense. As we mentioned, their wing T offense that has really blossomed. And it's a team that has kind of been working through some inconsistencies. We know what they're capable of doing. It's just about stringing it together for a full game.
Saw him a couple of weeks ago. Impressive at Walla Walla, a 49-21 victory for the Blue Devils.
Gabe Borsch, and a quick play here to Tatum Jackman, and he'll get a nice gain to begin the Southridge drive.
Yeah, a good chunk right there. Picks up 5. Well, we'll call it 6. 2nd and 4 with the ball right at their own 45-yard line.
Coven Burke entering into the game for Southridge. He was our player to watch for that team. And 2nd and 3 for the Suns. A quick 7-yard play by Tatum Jackman, the junior. Ball snapped. A nice run on the left side. There is a flag on the play, but a pickup of about 12 yards from Gabe Borsch.
Yeah, Borsch takes that chuck, but a penalty perhaps on the block as it came out.
And that flag was called immediately. We'll wait to hear what the officials have to say as they're conversing. There will be a hold on Southridge, so that play will be called back.
On the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. We played it down.
So now a 7-yard play on first down now backs up Southridge to 2nd and 13.
Here it is right there. So the hold happening there on that left side. Salamu.
So now for Southridge, got to figure out what they're going to do here on 2nd and long. After being at 2nd and short, lined up in the backfield is Borsch. And a snap on the trick to Jackman. He'll pick up minuscule yards, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, or a gain of about 1.
Yeah, end around play as he comes around and runs into a wall himself, as he got smacked hard with a very rude greeting. Silva kind of fighting off, and then coming up to step up and make the hit was Noah Starr.
So they'll give Jackman a gain of 2, so 3rd and 11 on the play. Southridge looking to respond after Kamiakin put up 7 on their opening drive. Took off nearly 7 minutes. Ball snapped. Gabe Borsch, and a quick flag is called, and it'll be a false start on Southridge. So move the chains back 5 yards.
False start on the offense. 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat the down.
So now it'll be 3rd and 16, and 2 shots right to the foot for Southridge.
They're working out of a hole right now, 3rd and 16. Now keep in mind they do have the wind at their back, with under 3.5 left here in the first quarter. And that wind is going to be a definite factor with a stiff flag.
Gabe Borsch still in the backfield. Quick snap. That one's thrown up and picked off. What a play! Picked off a bouncing ball, and Michael Corey comes up with it on the 35-yard line, and he's down. So we'll take a little bit of a break, but my God, what an impressive play. Ball intended for Jackman and picked up by Michael Corey.
Yeah, it was tipped there. It was a double tip. Hit his own receiver, in fact, Ty Ferris, and then Corey able to pick it up, keeps it off the turf. Good play.
It looked like Ty Ferris had gotten that at first, and then ball kind of popped out of his hands and popped right into the hands of Michael Corey. So a deep prayer not answered, and Kamiakin gets the ball back at their own 35-yard line. 3:06 to go in the first quarter, looking to tack on some more points. Another run up the middle, another explosive play for the Braves. That's Stephen Wadden with the run.
Yeah, Wadden's smart. As soon as he knew he hit that line, he went down, took what he had, took the first down. Another look at it here is actually touched by 2 people, and then the third, Corey, able to make the play. That was one tough play. So there were 3 touches, really, and changes of direction twice on that ball. Excellent play by Corey. Might be the play of the night.
Could be.
That's my vote.
It's early, but that was an impressive coordination. Ball snapped. Wadden again will pick up the first down and more. He's wrapped up. Whistle, about 5-yard gain on that. 2nd and 1 play.
Well, here as we wind up, we're 10 minutes into this game. That's 8 first downs so far. 10 minutes into the game by Kamiakin. So they're moving the football, there's no question about it, and doing several different ways.
Yeah, they're moving those chains and moving them quickly. It's taking about 1 or 2 plays, it feels like, each time. So Wadden steps out onto the sideline, and Corbin Hopwood, the touchdown scorer, steps back into the left. Ball snap quickly to the left is McEwen, and he'll heave that one. An impressive catch down the sidelines from Ty Ferris. Looks like that'll be enough for a first down.
How about an impressive pass? And keep in mind, Jagger McEwen, 6'2", 170. He's a freshman. And throwing into the wind makes a great across-the-grain throw and a perfect catch by Ferris.
So another first down for the Braves. They're now into Southridge territory on Southridge's 39-yard line. Hopwood to the right of McEwen. He'll get the ball, run down the left side, break one tackle, stay on his feet, and finally taken out of bounds for about an 8-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, Tatum Jackman, good hit, came over and stood him up, knocked him out of bounds. Excellent hit. Here comes the power hit, and boom. Celebrates it a bit on the enemy sideline.
So it'll be second down and 5. So a gain of 5 yards on that run from Hopwood. Mason Severson to the left side. He has a couple of catches already. Ball snapped. Hopwood will take it up the middle. Looks like he might have enough for first down or 3rd and 1.
Well, it depends where they spot it. Looks like he's going to be just a bit short.
So they'll make it 3rd and 1. Southridge has an opportunity to contain the deficit if they can get a stop here. But that middle of the field has been wide open for Corbin Hopwood. He's lined up right now to the left of Jagger. Ball snap, Jagger fakes the handoff, throws it up to Mason Severson, and that one's intercepted, but there is a flag on the play. That one picked off by Chase Ferguson. But an immediate flag. Potentially this ball could be staying with the Braves.
And we'll see about that if we get a chance to look at the replay. And we'll get a better idea looking at it a second time when we do. But it might have been.
Well, the Braves offense staying on the field.
Pass interference on the defense. 15 yards from the previous spot. Penalty results in a first down.
And unlike the NFL, you don't take it from the point of the foul. Take it back to the line. There you see it. Cut him off at the pass, knocked him down, took him out of the play, and thus the flag.
Yeah, Kane Kuhn with the penalty that had allowed Chase Ferguson to get the interception, but now 15 yards and a fresh set of downs for the Braves. Stephen Wadden checks in.
Uh-oh.
And that'll be another free 5 yards for the Braves.
Yeah, encroachment there and just jumping the gun.
Got dead ball, encroachment on the defense. It's 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat, first down.
Hertling with a jump, and that'll cost 5.
So in the matter of seconds, the Braves have just gained a free 20 yards of offense.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Free. It was gratis and a couple of miscues, and the way Hopwood is picking up yardage, you don't need to help. And I'm sure that that's something Johnson will address on the Southridge sideline.
Absolutely.
The way their offense is, they don't need that help.
Absolutely don't need a free 20 yards. Wadden lined up right behind McEwen. Ball snapped. Hand that one off to Wadden up the middle. He'll get a solid gain on that play. Maybe about 4 yards.
That one right off the center. So it'll be second and goal at the 4.
Kamiakin.
Check that. First down. So first from the 4, first and goal.
First and goal from the 4-yard line. So we have a timeout on the field as well.
Yeah, look at Matt Johnson there on the sideline.
Looks like Southridge might have called this timeout here with Kamiakin just 4 yards away from doubling this lead. And head coach of the Suns, Matt Johnson, really emphatic on the sidelines as well.
Well, the quarter's come to an end.
Quarter has come to an end. I apologize. I did not see the scoreboard there. So still 7-0 Braves, and they're 4 yards away from doubling their lead here on SWX.
ICCU is proud to sponsor SWX coverage of local high school sports in the stands, on the campus, and across our community. ICCU is cheering for student athletes, their families, and the fans who make the game night special. ICCU, looking after your daily balance.
Greg West, Evan Davis bringing you some SWX Friday night football between the Kamiakin Braves and the Southridge Suns. Corbin Hopwood with the lone touchdown that came on the Braves' opening drive. They're looking to double their score right now on the Suns' 4-yard line. Hopwood lined up in the backfield again on this play. Ball snapped right to Hopwood up the middle, and the Suns getting the clamps, but a touchdown on the play. There is a flag on the play as well. Line judge ruled it a touchdown, but we'll wait to see the call.
See who's going to come up with this.
Assisting the runner on the offense. 5 yards from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
Important to know you can do that in the NFL. You can't do that in high school football. Aiding the runner is perfectly fine in the National Football League. It's not okay here.
Well, if you watched any Thursday night football, you would see the tush push 1,700 times on national television.
And they talked a lot about getting rid of it, but players don't want to get rid of it.
Of course not. So
2,000 pounds pushing 2,000 pounds. That's what it comes, right?
Exactly. So now the ball will be placed on the 7-yard line. That's Wadden in the backfield now. Ball snap. Wadden takes it to the left side, breaks one tackle, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown. The Kamiakin Braves up 14-0 thanks to 2 rushing touchdowns from their workhorse backs.
That turns into a 5-yard run. Cuts off the left side. Gets spun around, and I'm able to bring him down with Salamu. So both touchdowns coming on the ground. Hopwood and now Watt.
It'll be Colton Gorley to kick the PAT. Already 1 for 1 in this game. Ball snap. And it is drilled through the uprights. So the Braves 2 for 2 on offense. And it's 14-0.
The point is good. 11:46 left in a half.
For Southridge, they got to figure things out here defensively because this game could get really ugly really quick.
Well, the offense, when they have the ball, has got to figure something out too. The defense, and credit Kamiakin for that, the defense has spent probably 10 minutes, 10 and a half minutes on the field. That doesn't translate over 48 minutes real well. So they're going to have to find a way, and a lot of guys go 2 ways, Ironman football. It just wears you down being on defense. It's a lot easier having the ball than not having the ball.
Oh, 100%. For Kamiakin, they also just caused a really quick drive by Southridge that forced out Southridge's defense to quickly get back onto the field, but still a lot of game left. We just started the second quarter, but if it's trending in the way that we think it's trending, Matt Johnson and his coaching staff, they're going to have to make some adjustments at halftime.
Well, in tennis, they call it holding service. That's how you win. And that's exactly what is happening with Kamiakin. They're holding service in this game. And as long as you can do that, you can pick up points.
Absolutely. So for Southridge, try to get something going offensively, try to build some momentum in this game. Ball is kicked, and receiving that one is Hertling, and he'll cut to the left side, now coming back into the middle, and will be brought down about the 38-39 yard line of his own territory.
Yeah, nice return, about a 25-yard return. Excellent job there. Takes it right to 19, so it'll be a 25-yard return. Nice cut. 3 touches on him, and then finally he's brought down. So Hertling, good run. Excellent run back coming up the field.
So they'll place this ball at the 40-yard line. So a first down and more would put Southridge into Kamiakin territory early. Little end around play. And that one finds Gabe Borsch, and he'll pick up about 3 yards on the play, bring up 2nd and 7.
And a couple of guys there with the meeting of the minds. Denzel Powell in there as well, along with Zachary Purington.
So a short gain on 1st down. Kamiakin really stuffing that left side of the field, not allowing Gabe Borsch to get things going. And this is a running back that is averaging nearly 10 yards a gain on the ground. Ball snapped, and that one finds Jackman, and he finds a little burst of speed and a little room. And he'll pick up a 1st down, head into Kamiakin territory.
Yeah, great run by Jackman as he had 2 men hanging on for dear life. One was Crew Miller, and the other was Noah Starr. And look at this burst as he comes through. And here's Miller and Starr, and he takes him for a run as they couldn't get those knees tied up. Kept the legs churning and picked up probably an extra 4 yards. Excellent job. And into Kamiakin territory at the 47-yard line.
It was a 10-yard gain on 2nd and 7. Southridge looking to build off this. Borsch with the ball, trying to get through the defense of Kamiakin, but that's a tall task. He'll pick up a few yards on that play, bring up 2nd and long.
Well, Coppin Hunkapiller, the senior, and that wing T offense that Johnson loves so much.
We haven't seen a lot of Coven Burke yet involved in this game.
He's out there right now. Coming to the near side, wide left.
Yeah. See if he gets the ball here on 2nd and 7. Kamiakin's 44. A little bit of motion on the offense. Hunkapiller motioning. Jackman, he'll get the ball. Cut to the middle of the field and wrapped up. Give it about a gain of 4 yards on the play. 4 or 5 yards.
A little bit different look on the offense there, right there, Evan, is double slot formation, a single setback, and then a shift as they had the shift go over to the tight end. Pettijohn goes over to the right side as the tight end. So some movement on the play and a good gain.
So we'll bring up 3rd and manageable on Kamiakin's 39-yard line. 3rd and 2nd. Southridge looking to get some points in a QB scramble up the middle, and that's Coppin Hunkapiller to take that one for himself.
Yeah, good grinding run, busts up over the 35-yard line down to about the 33. That's where they'll mark it. And a 1st down.
So a couple of 1st downs on this drive from Southridge after getting swamped on their opening drive. They're really moving the chains now, and it started off with that really nice return on the kickoff that got them started at their own 40-yard line. He gave Borsch in the backfield, motion again with Jackman. He'll take the ball in the under route, and he's wrapped up quickly on that play. Give it a gain about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, they like that play action and coming off that right slot. And Jackman getting that hand up, cutting in off the tackle. Hunkapiller lays it right in the gut and able to hold him up. Cannon Meager.
It'll be 2nd and 8 on this play. We've seen a lot of runs, haven't seen a ton of passing from the Suns, and Kamiakin coming into this game just giving up only 88 rushing yards per game. Jackman again, quick scramble play, ball's loose. It looks like Kamiakin has recovered the fumble.
Well, the Braves think they do, but the line judge here on the near side had the hand up for a ball spot, so that was the indication he wasn't sold on that.
Looks like the ball will stay with Southridge.
There was the miscue right there on that second handoff.
Yeah, Chavez bobbled it. It looks like
he got the handoff, hit him right in the shoulder with it, so it wasn't a breadbasket right to the chest. Handoff muff there with the give.
So Southridge holds on to the ball. 3rd and 8 now on this play. on Kamiakin's own 31-yard line. The flag is drawn. It'll be a false start against the Suns.
Yeah, and that drew Kamiakin quickly into that demilitarized zone, and that's it.
Dead ball, false start on the offense, 5 yards from the previous spot. Repeat the down.
That's a real gut punch for this Suns offense, because now 3rd and 8 becomes 3rd and very long at 3rd and 13.
Well, Kamiakin with a veteran line there, that 4-man front, and seeing the movement, read it well and said, okay, we'll gladly take that and the illegal procedure.
So now 3rd and 13 from Kamiakin's 36-yard line. It's Borsch in the backfield. Burke motion to the far right. Ball snap. Huckapiller finding Coven Burke, and he just drops the ball. It was a great throw. Almost brought it in, but that will bring up 4th and 13.
Yeah, kind of tough. He was looking to his left. The ball came right. Tries to make a nice over-the-shoulder catch. Laid it up there nicely. As you can see, he's looking left, but the ball just might have been affected a bit too, in fairness, by the wind.
Yeah, the wind is nasty out there, and even with that wind, Burke nearly hauling in that ball. So now from the 36-yard line, looks like Southridge would be going for this. It would be a very long punt, or a very long field goal, I should say.
Into the wind, so that's not going to happen.
Borsch in the backfield as Southridge looking to gain a first down. Borsch with the speed on the right side. It looks like he picked up enough for a first down.
Yeah, he picked up a first down and then some, about 7 yards past that first down stick. Cut up the right sideline, and an excellent job done there by Borlach, cutting and chased and finally knocked out of bounds by Michael Corey.
Gabe Borsch with an impressive run. And on 4th and 13, picks up 16 yards on the play.
That's the confidence in that wing tee, and they know that they've got the players to run it.
Here's Jackman with the ball. Burst of speed up the middle of the field. Be brought down about the 18-yard line for a gain of 5.
Evan, this is exactly what the Suns needed. Good, long, hard drive. Excellent run there as Jackman, keeping those legs churning, finally was brought down by Hopwood. So they're keeping the defense on the field and getting time with the ball. First time they've had elongated time with that ball, the Suns.
And they also, the Suns, get the ball, start the second half. So
yes,
if they
do.
can, although it will be halftime, if they can at least get some tired legs for Kamiakin, that's a victory. Ball snapped. There'll be a flag there as well. Borsch maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, or a loss of 1, but we'll wait to see where the flag is, or what the flag is called for.
Yeah, Borsch wasn't real happy there, as you can see him very animated on the near sideline at the end of the play, and then we might have, there's another flag, might be an unsportsmanlike that came out too. So a second flag after the long resting of the flag there at the 25-yard line. Another one
Illegal
came.
formation on the offense. That penalties decline. Be 3rd down.
Okay. That was interesting. The second flag came out. Usually that means somebody did something.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was maybe because of that late hit on the play when Borsch was running out of bounds towards the near sideline, but we'll just make it 3rd down. See like a little bit of that late hit there. It's what we thought the flag might have been called for, but now it'll be 3rd and long. Borsch lined up in the backfield with Jackman as well. Ball handed off to Jackman, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on that play. Set up 4th and short.
Yeah, Jackman fighting his way there and picks up a hard 2. 4th and 8.
See where
are they going to mark it?
Where are they going to mark it?
Well, it looks like they're going to make it 4th and 5.
So we'll give
So
them
gain a little bit more than we thought.
pick up a couple of yards.
Mark it at the 18-yard line of Kamiakin.
Gabe Borsch in the backfield on 4th and 5. Hunkapiller looks to his right. Burke is trying to get that ball. Hunkapiller was smoked in the backfield, and Kamiakin's defense stands tall. Turnover on downs for the Suns. And it's 14-0 Braves. When we come back, Kamiakin looking to sweeten that gap.
Tonight's game is sponsored by Prosser Orthopedic Center, home to fellowship-trained surgeons Dr. Higgs and Dr. Goodell. Trusted care for sports injuries and joint health, supporting athletes and families in our community. Prosser Memorial Health, this is how we care.
Kamiakin and Southridge. Craig West, Evan Davis bringing you the call. Southridge just had an impressive drive. Unfortunately, came up with no points, but at least we saw a little sign of life. Got the Braves defense on their feet for quite some time now. Kamiakin up 14-0. Snap is fumbled, and quickly dropping down on that ball is Jagger McEwen.
Yeah, with the handoff there, a handful empty. A misgive right in the hand. Whoops. Just kept going. Smart play is the handoff to Stephen Wadden, who came up with a handful empty right there.
So a loss of 2 on the opening play. Ball at Kamiakin's own 16-yard line. Stephen Wadden in the backfield with Jagger McEwen under center. The freshman. McEwen play action pass over the middle, trying to find Mason Severson. That ball incomplete.
Big play by Severson, too. That could have been picked off as he got his hand out and had to knock it down. That had a chance to be intercepted.
Well, there is a flag on the play, so we'll wait to see the call. Looks like Kamiakin's offense.
Eligible receiver downfield on the offense. That penalty declined. Be 3rd down.
So rather than giving Kamiakin 2nd and about 17, Matt Johnson and his staff says, nope, we just want to keep it at 3rd down and 12.
It tells you, too, in a play like that it probably was a broken play. So with the ineligible receiver downfield, they were thinking, the linemen would think that something else was coming and ended up with a quick slant.
Hopwood lined up to the right of McEwen. McEwen looking, scanning, finds a receiver. That's Severson. Ball's out. Ball is out and recovered by the Suns.
Yeah, that's going to be a live ball as he had possession of it. So it'll be on the exchange. That was a live football to me, and it looks like the Suns have it. We'll see it again here on the replay.
It looks like it was recovered by the Braves.
Great hit. And the hit by Jackman, able to separate the ball.
It looks like that ball was recovered by Kamiakin, so it'll be a first down. Corbin Hopwood with a run up the middle, breaks one tackle, is finally brought down. Maybe the 2nd and 1, or just squeaked a first down. And talk about unfortunate luck for the Suns. They do everything right on defense, just can't come up with the loose ball.
Yeah, it's been that kind of night. And Jackman, you couldn't ask for any more. Just a great hit to separate the ball, went straight for the ball.
Play action pass, that one finds Michael Corey, and he's quickly wrapped up for a negative play, the first negative play for the Braves tonight.
Well, that's what you call relentless pursuit. And Corey had nowhere to go, ends up losing. Well, ended up, fortunately, with his progress stopped at his own 40, back at the original line of scrimmage for the 2nd down.
And those tackles from the Suns, those were some angry tackles for not getting that fumble. So 2nd and 10, ball snapped. McEwen scanning, looking to the right side. There's Corey again for a first down and more. And Kamiakin just continuing with the chunk plays as we near 2 minutes left to go in the first half.
17-yard pickup right here. McEwen, good poise, excellent arm, great catch, and a first down.
1st and 10 on Southridge's 42. McEwen hands that off to Hopwood. He'll break one tackle and be brought down. We're at a gain of 4 yards on the play.
Tell you what, I'm really impressed. And again,
timeout. Kamiakin.
Got to remember that you're dealing with a freshman quarterback, Jagger McEwen, and he has such poise. It'll be nice to watch him in 4 years, what he becomes.
Oh, 100%.
But his poise, 2 misfires, and he doesn't blink.
No.
That is so impressive.
Especially from someone who is just in 9th grade, but all he has left to do is just grow into his body.
Oh, he's going to grow. So, as a sophomore at 6'2", 170, you kind of wonder, well, where's he going? And what can he possibly be? And by the time he's a senior, you could have a pretty good specimen. You might be 6'4", and I don't know what Dad looks like, be 215, 220, and he's got the arm. He's got all the tools.
He's got everything. He has 2 impressive running backs in his backfield that allow the play action pass to work so effortlessly, and he also has 2 wide receivers and Michael Corey. Ball snapped. Looking to the left is McEwen. He'll take this ball himself. Try to pick up enough for a first down. Ball was loose for a second. Looks like he kept that one in for a first down.
See, and there's, again, the poise that he has. He's short of a first down, but he took what he had. Everything closed up on him and juggled it. Had the presence of mind, secure that football, and take the yardage. And 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Hopwood with the ball. He'll find a lane up the middle. He'll pick up a nice bit of yardage on 3rd and 1. Another first down for the Braves. They used 1 timeout. They still have 2 more left in their pocket.
Coming up on a minute left here in the half, so going to have to be judicious here. Bit of a hurry up.
Hopwood to the right of McEwen. Ball snap. McEwen looking that side, trying to find his intended receiver, Crew Miller. That one sails over his head and out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 10 on Southridge's 27.
Well, excellent coverage there. And really a smart throw. Just threw it out of bounds. And Kuhn had him covered. Stayed with him, and so smartly just whistled that one onto the friendly sideline and harmlessly out of bounds.
2nd and 10 now, and Michael Corey looks like he's taking the snap here on 2nd down. Ball snapped, and be one of those power run plays, and he'll run to the right side. He'll be wrapped out of bounds, and the clock will continue. Looks like about a gain of 5 yards on that play, set up third and manageable.
Yeah, very important that he came down in bounds. That's going to force Kamiakin to take a timeout. They will. With 40 seconds left, you can see he clearly came down for that sideline. It's an excellent call by the official.
Timeout. Kamiakin.
That was also a really nice tackle from Osokugo, the defender for Southridge, and that'll only actually give him a gain of 3 yards. So interesting to see what Kamiakin does on this play. They only have 1 timeout left.
Well, plenty of time with 40 seconds and work that sideline. That's your amigo. But huge part of the game right now as far as Southridge is concerned. Trying to keep it at a 14-point deficit, head to the locker room and look for, and again, you're getting the ball and to start the second half. Keep that in mind. So Matt Johnson gathering everybody up, looking for a big stop here.
Yeah, this is a really important drive if you're Southridge. Try to build any sort of momentum heading into the second half. It's Hopwood lined up to the right of McEwen. It's 3rd and 7 for Kamiakin. Ball snap. McEwen thought to his left, looks to his right, touchdown! It's Mason Severson, a.k.a. Unreliable. Nice drop back play. McEwen looking to his left, goes to his right, and looks like maybe a little miscommunication from Southridge. And Mason Severson, he is now tied with Coven Burke with 8 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now Severson, nobody was near him. All alone, just a matter of collecting that and dancing in the end zone for 24 yards.
So Kamiakin picks up another touchdown. And another PAT successful, 21-0 with 34 seconds left to go in the first half. And Southridge, they will head to the locker room with possession of the ball when they return. But they got to figure out some things here on the defensive side of the ball.
You know, really that drive, and full credit, McEwen, his poise on that drive really led to this, to 7 points. There were a couple of times where a freshman could have, hey, we got a big moment coming here. He didn't do that. Stayed fresh, made big plays at the right time. Full credit.
And you talked about how he's been so poised in the pocket. Well, the first read wasn't available on the left side, checks to his right side, and within a matter of seconds is like, all right, I got to get this ball out, find my boy Mason Severson.
Well, look at the things that happened on the drive. On the drive, had the juggled ball. We had the muffed handoff. Still finds a way down the field. Has to surgically work it down the field, and calmly they get it in the end zone and 24-yard hookup.
And an 84-yard drive.
13th touchdown, by the way, pass of the year for him, too.
Just incredible from this offense. It's so mature, yet you just see how they still have so much time left still. I mean, obviously Mason Severson, he's got 1 more year of high school left, but even for the quarterback, Jagger McEwen, just in 9th grade. I mean, if this is his development in 9th grade, watch out for his sophomore year.
Well, he's got the perfect coach to make him a great quarterback.
A kickoff and a muffed return, and a nice tackle in the backfield from the Kamiakin Braves, and that was Stephen Wadden. So what can't that young man do?
Yeah, Pettijohn had trouble with the football, and here, whoops, bit of a juggle, and then bailed out, picked up by Hertling, and gets knocked down.
So wonder what Southridge does with 28 seconds, 3 timeouts, down by 3 scores, with possession of the ball to begin the second half. Gabe Borsch lined up right behind Coppin Hunkapiller. Motion on the offense. Hunkapiller draws Jackman. Borsch will take it on the right side. He's got some open lanes. He'll get about a 9-yard gain on first down. And a timeout immediately from Southridge.
Well, they've got
Timeout, Southridge.
Looks like they're going to credit Borsch with a first down as well.
So they'll move the chains. Nice gain, cutting up the right side, Borsch. And finally pulled down with a tackle by Ty Ferris.
So Borsch with an aggressive run on first down, picks up another first down. And remember, this is a Braves defense that is the third best against the run. You just got to wonder how Matt Johnson really wants to strategically plan this.
Okay, Evan, if you're thinking about airing out a ball here with 20 seconds left, think not. Seeing you're throwing into a very stiff wind of probably 15, 20 miles an hour. So you're not going to have a lot of success.
Absolutely.
So look for it to stay on the ground. If they can do it on the ground, that's great. Or maybe a quick out, chew up some time. But you got another 1st and 10, ball deep in their own end at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, even looking at the U.S. flag to our far left, that wind is definitely picking up some mileage.
Borsch, you need a coat here tonight.
Definitely. Ball snap. Borsch will take it with an inside run. We'll get some nice yardage on that. Maybe about 5 yards on the play. And another timeout immediately by the Suns.
Yeah, it's going to be fall.
Southridge.
It's going to be fall tomorrow, mid-60s. So these summer days that we felt, it's starting to fade away.
No longer.
Here come the pine needles and mess on your yard. You don't have to worry about that.
No. I need to get a yard first before I can worry about.
Yeah, I had somebody ask about who mows your lawn. I said, everybody at the country club. I've got the perfect backyard. Everybody at Meadow Springs.
Yeah. Well.
Got the perfect backyard.
Yeah, perfect.
18 holes.
Yeah. That is a perfect one to have. Nice. Play some golf. I don't know if you really want to golf in with these types of winds, but
well, you know, it gives you an excuse. That's good.
Yeah. You know what? I might actually learn how to golf right now, so that way I have an excuse for why my ball is 50 yards in the.
You know, I use whatever's out there. If I need to use the stick, the pin, you know, and not have it knocked down near the hole, I'll use it.
A quick run up the middle from Borsch, and he'll pick up a first down. See if Southridge uses their final timeout. 5 seconds left to go here in the first half. Southridge down 21-0, and they will use their third and final timeout. You wonder what play they do drop. We know the wind is aggressive, but you're not going to. It's going to be very hard to pick up
Southridge
a 54-yard touchdown run with 5 seconds left.
Again, that wind, if you're looking to throw one into the end zone, probably think not. Something a little bit shorter and down the sideline, yes. But you want to have something to go into the locker room with and feel good about the second half, since you're starting with the football.
Absolutely. And, you know, also if you're Southridge, the last thing you want to do is have a pick six potentially, and now the game is really, really out of reach. And just from watching a lot of football lately, 21 points seems like a lot, but if you can just at least get your defense to give you a couple of stops in the offense, like the Suns have been doing on these last couple of drives, they can quickly get back into this game. It looks like Kamiakin will use their final timeout as well.
Kamiakin.
Well, there are a couple of games in the MCC last night. Both were of the expansive score variety.
Yeah, no kidding.
Running clock in the second half.
Yeah, Hermiston and Hanford. Hermiston winning that one 47-7. So another timeout. Both teams have now used all their timeouts. And
yeah, Hermiston put it all together in one game.
Absolutely. As the fans are all bundled up, the wind is certainly aggressive, and it has been aggressive for most of the day.
It's
today.
football season.
And that's how you know it's football season, for sure. No, it's football season, and the Mariners switch to baseball. Mariners, bottom of the 10th inning, 2-2. They're one swing away from going to the ALCS for the first time in 24 years.
Important to note that in extra innings, unlike the regular season, to tell you how useless it is, it's kind of like the shootout. There's no runner at second base.
Yeah, so
here, let's flip a coin, right?
Yeah.
But we'll call it an unearned run and make the pitcher feel better.
exactly. So 5 seconds left to go. Ball snapped. It'll be a run to Borsch. He's got the right side of the field, and he'll be wrapped up. There is a flag on the play. He was brought down at Kamiakin's 37-yard line, but we'll wait to see what this flag is about. Some of the Suns players running to the locker room.
Yeah, that was the umpire that made that flag from out of the backfield behind the play, so he saw something. So it wasn't the linesman that threw it.
Holding on the offense. That penalty's declined. That'll be halftime.
And that's what he saw. Well, calling all fall fanatics the new DQ fall treat, and that menu is here. Enjoy the new caramel toffee cookie blizzard treat, pumpkin pie blizzard treat, or the new maple cookie shake. Get them delivered in the DQ app. Happy, tastes good.
And with that, we will head to halftime. The Braves up 21-0 on the Suns. Craig West, Evan Davis bringing you the call. It's Friday night here in Kennewick.
Homecoming night. Hey, we'd like to thank proud sponsor of high school football, Perfection Glass. Celebrating 50 years strong, 50 years local, Perfection Glass brings you the best in Milgard windows and doors with 5 decades of craftsmanship and a passion for supporting Tri-Cities youth. Perfection Glass is here for you.
Welcome back. Craig West, Evan Davis bringing you the call here From Lamson Stadium, the Kamiakin Braves find themselves up 21-0 over the Southridge Suns, and the Braves really set the tone on offense with that opening drive. The junior Corbin Hopwood picking up a rushing touchdown, and then his running mate, senior Stephen Wadden, got a rushing touchdown as well. And the third touchdown of the game went to Mason Severson, the wide receiver, the junior, who now has 8 receiving touchdowns on the year. The highlights, there's Hopwood's touchdown run that got the scoring started, and then a beautiful interception, hand-eye coordination and eye work from Michael Corey. That's been the lone turnover so far in this game. There's the Wadden rushing touchdown that made this a 14-0 lead. And then look at that throw, 24-yard touchdown to number 5, Mason Severson. It's been an incredible game so far. Is there anything that has really stuck out to you?
Well, again, I think really in that second quarter, just the poise of McEwen. And in that last drive to get the final 7 points for the 21-0 lead, there were 2 or 3 things that went wrong in that drive, and he stayed calm, stayed with it, and got the ball in the end zone. Excellent job. Again, he's a freshman, and to have the calm and cool he does, can't wait to see how it progresses and where he goes with his career.
You really feel for Southridge on defense, because it felt like they did everything right to get Kamiakin's offense off the field, but the fumble on the opening snap, that one recovered from Kamiakin. A beautiful tackle in the middle of the field. That fumble recovered by Kamiakin. And when you give them so many more chances with the ball, they'll eventually capitalize. And they did on that final drive. But for Southridge, they're going up against a stout run defense. And Gabe Borsch and Taden Jackman have really done a solid job on the ground.
Yes, they have. And time of possession, probably a 2-to-1 time possession advantage for Kamiakin, and that's how you win football games. Run that clock, keep it churning away, and tell you what, Braves have done an excellent job. Country Mercantile is your one-stop shop for local gourmet foods and unique gifts, from handcrafted chocolates to locally sourced jams, marinated along with dips and mixes. Don't forget fresh baked breads and rolls as well. It's artisan as well. So Country Mercantile, it's fresh, local flavor.
And a very solid game so far here. Southridge 2-3, Kamiakin 4-1. Kamiakin up 21-0 over the Suns. We'll head to break. When we come back, the second half will be near.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Hapo Community Credit Union, proudly supporting the youth in our community.
Welcome back, Craig West, Evan Davis, bringing you the call from Lamson Stadium. The Kamiakin Braves find themselves up 21-0 over the Southridge Suns, and we just can't get enough of football when we take a look at the upcoming schedule here on SWX. A ton of high school football on the way. On Sunday, if you missed any more of this game, you can see the replay of Southridge versus Kamiakin. That will be at 11 a.m. You can also see it on YouTube, SWX Local Sports, and some college football. Northern Colorado versus Idaho on October 11th at 2 p.m. Some high school girls football, Richland against Chiawana, that coming Thursday, October 16th at 7 p.m. and Chiawana and Kennewick next Friday night. I will be on that call with you. 7 p.m. will be that game, and more college football following that on Saturday, Idaho and Eastern Washington, and we'll cap it off with some college basketball. Northwest taking on Gonzaga. That coming on Sunday, October 19th at 2 p.m.
We're back here next Friday night.
Should be a
This
great
is our
one.
home.
Oh, I can't wait for Richland against Chiawana. That should be a really, really good game. The Bombers have gone off to a hot start.
I think everybody made it clear that the road to the championship, to the title for the MCC, as we get a nice look at the beautiful moon, that the road goes right through Chiawana. It cuts right through there. So that's where you're going to have to drive if you want to get to the title.
Oh, 100%. And I talked with Richland and their coaching staff before the high school season started, and this was a team that was they were really hungry to begin the year, and they've gotten off to a hungry start after a couple of mediocre seasons. Brody Bosick is back and healthy, which has been a huge component for that offense.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they're so much fun, but that's going to be a great matchup with the two. Can't wait to be here next Friday night.
Chiawana, Richland. It should be a great one in the second half. Just under 9 minutes left to go in that one, and we'll see how Southridge responds out of halftime. They get the ball back when the third quarter begins. As I mentioned, 21-0 is your score. Kamiakin has really put on an offensive clinic. Let's see how Southridge responds here on SWX.
kids having fun here. This SWX broadcast brought to you by West Coast Screen Printing and Embroidery. Bring your company brand to the next level with t-shirts, sweatshirts, why not hats, signs, banners, and more. That's West Coast Screen Printing and Embroidery, specializing in seasonal team apparel.
Craig West, Evan Davis bringing you the call from Lamson Stadium. The Braves up 21-0 over the Southridge Suns. And as we were talking about before the previous break, this has really just been an offensive clinic from the Braves. And we knew coming into this game that their two running backs were going to be the stars, especially given the weather. And they've really lived up to the moment. That's Stephen Wadden and Corbin Hopwood.
Well, what the offense at Kamiakin has done is really taken the legs out of Southridge. And how it's Ironman football, a lot of guys go both ways, but the defense takes a lot out of you chasing the ball. And trying to get that ball back, a lot easier having the ball, a lot easier to manipulate the game, run the time. Kamiakin had really everything go its way in that first half. Southridge, they'll be receiving in this second half. And, of course, the wind a factor, but they're going to get the ball to start with. So they were looking for a good finish. They'd like to find a way to get the offense going in the second half.
Southridge back onto the field, but I wanted to allude something that you had mentioned earlier, and that's just the experience and veteran leadership of that Kamiakin Braves offensive line. It's a lot of seniors on that up front, and that's what's really opened up the middle of the field.
Evan, I don't care what sport it is or where you're playing. It's the vets and their experience that get you over the hump. And if you don't have key veterans to keep you calm in those tough moments, you've got big troubles, and you're not going to go anywhere. I know that from experience. You've got to have guys that have been there to keep you cool at the right time, and they've got the right people that can do it, and they're right now 24 minutes away from being 5-1.
Yeah, we are just a few minutes away from the start of the second half. The Kamiakin Braves looking to hold on to their comfortable lead, in Southridge looking to get some points on the scoreboard.
We bring you this SWX broadcast thanks to Gutter Girl for unparalleled water management solutions, from gutter installations, repairs, and cleaning to free inspections and fascia replacement. Call Gutter Girl today.
Southridge, they are back on the field, looking to get some early work in and looking to get some early points on the scoreboard. When we come back, the second half will be moments away.
Luke's Carpet and Design Center, a proud sponsor of tonight's broadcast. With warehouse pricing and experienced designers, brand name flooring includes laminates, luxury vinyls, quartz, granites, tile, and hardwoods in stock. Find Luke's Carpet and Design Center off Gage Boulevard, right across from Costco.
Greg West, Evan Davis bringing you the call here from Lamson Stadium. Both teams back onto the field as we are just 30 seconds away from second half kickoff. We remind you again, Southridge begins the second half with the ball. They had a really impressive drive early into the second quarter that unfortunately left them scoreless as they had a turnover on downs on that fourth down pass to Coven Burke. But this Southridge team has really done a nice job of running the ball. They just have to find ways to get the pass game because you can't just run it 85 yards downfield.
Well, they need 3 good drives, and Southridge will start with the ball. I'm sure Matt Johnson has a plan for him, and they'll come out and try and start out with a good opening to this second half.
For Matt Johnson, former NFL player, he breathes, sleeps, and eats football. I would be very shocked if we don't see a different approach in this second half for the Suns, because there was a lot working for them, but they got to open up the field a little bit more to allow Gabe Borsch that middle of the field. If you can find a couple of those slant routes for Coven Burke and for the offense as a whole, then you can become less predictable.
Well, that's what you're trying to do. Good example of offense being less predictable. How about UCLA with what they did? All they had to do was, did I say we? All they had to do was was change somebody running the offense.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the son of former UCLA quarterback Rick Neuheisel, who used to coach at University of Washington.
And his son was a quarterback at UCLA as well.
Just amazing. He got carried off the field as a hero.
Yeah, exactly. And to your point, if you can just figure out some ways, and we're not saying Matt Johnson can't and won't. He definitely has and definitely will, but getting a little bit more of Stockton Parrish and Coven Burke into this offense makes Gabe Borsch and Taden Jackman that much better. And we've already seen some explosive runs from Borsch. The conversion on 4th and 13 to pick up 16 yards. Jackman on these end route runs to pick up 4 or 5 yards. If you can get the pass game, those 4 or 5 yard runs can be 7 or 8 yards.
By the way, full disclosure, Evan is from Westwood.
Yeah. I grew up right by UCLA. My mom went to UCLA. I'm Bruin blood through and through. And
I go far enough back, I can tell you I watched Mark Harmon at quarterback at the Coliseum.
Yeah, that's far back.
That's far back. His backup was Rob Scribner, who turned in to a defensive back. And, of course, I was friends with the Scribner family out in Van Nuys, and he played several years in the NFL for the Rams. But anyway, so the other guy went on to be a pretty good TV actor, and he's still on TV. Very successful for Mark Harmon. And, of course, his dad played with Jerry Ford at Michigan.
Yeah. Pretty cool stuff right there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff.
Back in, I think, the leather helmet days.
Oh, yeah. Man, missing those. I love those days because I just love those.
That was well before me.
Certainly, and we're just about 10 seconds away from kickoff. It looked like there might have just been a little bit of a delay. The wind's still prominent as we look at the U.S. flag to our far left. But
yeah, I'm sure Siggy's going. It's not going away because I think we're supposed to have rain sometime overnight.
I believe so.
Yeah. My daughter's getting pelted over in Olympia, so I know it's coming our way with that wind.
Well, I live with him, so I can just knock across the hall, see what I got to prepare for this coming weekend. But for now, Kamiakin will kick off. Southridge will look to get the offense going here. It will be it will be Aiden Neese to kick the ball off for Kamiakin, and we are underway in the second half. A little bit of a squib kick, if you will, there, and the ball is lost, and that is picked up by the Braves. And a horrible miscue right out of the gates, and we got to take a little bit of a moment here because looks like Stockton Parish is a little shaken up on the play. Take a look at the replay. Looks like the ball was dropped by Dallas Doherty, and that was recovered by the Braves. So an immediate first down for Kamiakin in Southridge's 30-yard line. And I got to tell you, Craig, it really feels like anything that could go wrong for Southridge has gone wrong.
Well, if they're pretty timely with music here at Lamson Stadium, and it probably would have been the time to play I Had a Bad Day. That would have been, and knowing the way that Parker plays the music, that wouldn't have surprised me.
So Hopwood will receive the ball on the inside run, and that'll be a pickup of about 6 yards. There is a flag on the play, but just not the start that Matt Johnson and his team wanted coming out of the second half.
Well, the wind might have had a little effect too, cutting it down, but it's not as prevalent as it was a little bit ago. It's kind of let up just a bit, but enough that it's going to give you that knuckle effect once it gets up above the stadium.
It was blocking it back on the offense. 10 yards from the end of the run. Still first down.
So the illegal block in the back will be 10 yards from the spot of the run. If you weren't able to hear that, so it'll be 1st and 15 now from Southridge's 35-yard line. A little bit of a gift here for the Suns. Another offensive penalty by the Braves. They still find themselves up 21-0 in this game, looking to add more. That's Jagger McEwen, the quarterback. Both his running backs with him. Wadden will pick it up, run to the left side of the field, try to break a couple of tackles, and is pushed aggressively out of bounds.
Yeah, Jackman made sure he went out of bounds, and a lot more. I think you could see some unhappiness with the way the half started, and you saw it right there with that shove out of bounds. And it was with authority right here. Boom.
Boom, yeah. So that will be a pickup of 6 yards on 1st and 15, bring up 2nd and 9 on the play. Both running backs in the backfield. Maybe a little bit of confusion, miscommunication. Jagger McEwen snaps the ball. Immediate throw, and that one just too low for Severson. Will bring up 3rd and 9.
Yeah, that one came up way short from McEwen, and not a lot that Severson was going to do about that other than play it on a hop.
So Ty Ferris checks in, Crew Miller checks out. 3rd and 9 from Southridge's 29-yard line. Will be Corbin Hopwood to the left of McEwen. 4 receivers on the field, 3 wide right. McEwen evading, trying to get to the middle. Will just dump that one off, tipped by Easton Stevens. Will be an incomplete pass. Will bring up 4th and 9.
Yeah, that hit Stevens, had it right in the hands, and I think that's one he would probably say, I should have had that ball. As you'll see, boom, in and out of the hands and unable to hang on to it.
A couple unfortunate miscues by the Braves. A low throw to Severson, and then a inadvertent pass to Stevens. Will bring up 4th and 9.
Big play in this game here for Southridge. They need to hold without a question. And if they can do that, it'll give them a real lift.
Absolutely. Score 21-0. McEwen just trying to get the play call. Looks like just a little miscommunication between Kamiakin's coach and quarterback. So
Kamiakin.
They will call a timeout on 4th and 9. And for Southridge, as you had mentioned, this could honestly be the game if they don't get the stop.
Well, it's obviously Scott Bigelin agrees, and he knows that this is something to keep the drive going. You want to chew up the clock, and if you can keep this ball, it could be a backbreaker's touchdown. You know, you get it up to a 28-0 game, and that's a 4-touchdown game to try and come back, and you're just running out of time. So huge play in this game right now, and it could give Southridge a true lift.
And with the running backs that Kamiakin has at their disposal, running out the clock is certainly feasible. You can just continue to feed Stephen Wadden and Corbin Hopwood for the remainder of the game if you go up by 4 scores and just really tire out the Suns defense. So it'll be 4th and 9. Out of the timeout, Kamiakin just used their first of 3 in the second half. That's Corbin Hopwood lined up to the left of Jagger McEwen. Motion with Stevens. Ball snapped. A little bit of a low snap. McEwen's got to figure out something. Evading a couple of tackles. And he is brought down for a sack. And maybe a loss of even a couple of more. What a play from Southridge's defense. And on the sack was Barraza.
Yeah, Barraza had him held up there, got the whistle, and eventually wanted to make sure he threw him down. And big play in this game. And you could see they were coming hard. They had just one safety, so they were playing the short pass for the, they weren't looking for anything deep. They were looking for the short pass to the run. So everybody stacked up toward the front and able to stop that. Huge play for Southridge.
So it's a sack and a loss of 2 yards. So Southridge will kick things off on their own 31-yard line. And what a response from this defense after the muffed kickoff return to begin the game. It will be Borsch to receive the ball on the left side. And he'll be quickly wrapped up. Maybe a gain of 3 yards on the play. Will be a gain of 5 yards. They'll set up 2nd and 5.
Nice start to the drive and get it to the 36-yard line.
So nice, as you had mentioned, a really solid play on first down. Now it's 2nd and manageable already. You see another run with Gabe Borsch, who is an incredible running back, and he's really making this Braves defense work.
Yeah, really, and it's been 90 seconds since we started the half, and we've had an exchange of downs now 3 times. So it's a huge, huge stop for the Southridge defense. They needed some success like that. So far, they hadn't had it, and they got it here.
The Hockapiller quickly already moving to his left side. Will have to cut back to the right, trying to break a couple of tackles to at least get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll pick up about 3 yards on the play, see where they spot the ball, but my God, what an impressive run that was to at least get some positive yardage.
Yeah, Hockapiller, great job. He's a big man and over 200 pounds and able to get away, gets out of another tackle. There's 2, and finally bowls his way, carries his man all the way up with the nose of the ball resting at the near hash mark of the 40-yard line.
So they'll give him a gain of 4 yards on that play. Impressive awareness and just breaking of the tackle from Hockapiller. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Hand that one off. Looks like on the run there was Hartling. You gain a first down. So the Suns continuing to move the chains after a quick defensive stop. They still yet to put points on the scoreboard, and we have yet to see a lot of Coven Burke in this game. He's lined up on the near side of your screen.
Yeah, he doesn't have a catch in this game.
Hockapiller trying to find Burke. Burke tripped up on the play, and it looks like it's going to be a pass interference call on Mason Severson.
Yeah, just a bump there by Severson as Burke heading up the sideline, trying to get around him, interfered a bit with him.
Pass interference on the defense, 15 yards from the previous spot. The penalty results in a first down.
So the 2 wide receivers going mano a mano, and Severson with the push right there. And Coven Burke draws the pass interference. And as we continue to mention, it's not like the NFL where it's the spot of the foul. It's like college where it's 15 yards and an automatic first down. But Southridge continuing to move the change. Gabe Borsch with a run. He picks up a solid gain on first down.
Well, this is a good drive, and they're keeping the ball on the ground, having some success. But the main thing, keeping possession of the ball And trying to get an elongated drive going here, and that's what Southridge needs. They have a chance to get back into the game.
Ball snapped. That's Borsch again, now running on the right side of the field, breaking a couple of tackles. And he'll have enough for a first down, it looks like. Depends where they spot this ball.
Yeah, he's got a first down. Knocked out around the 30-yard line. Follows the blocker, excellent block. Knocks a guy down, knows where the stick is for the first down, smart play, and heads to the sideline and out at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, so a pickup of 11 yards. I couldn't tell if he stepped out of bounds right there. But will be a first down again for Southridge. Jackman on the end route, and he has a wide open lane. Brought down maybe just short or at the line to gain. They'll give him 11 yards and a first down.
Maher with his stop for the break. Only first and 10, Southridge.
Southridge continuing to move on offense and continuing to run the football. And that's Borsch, and he has a wide open lane, and he has a touchdown. But there is a flag on the play, and there is a man down for Kamiakin.
Don't think it's going to count. 17-yard touchdown if it does. Not sure who the man is down.
That's Ty Ferris that's down on the field, and it was immediate.
Yeah, immediate. 3 flags are down in the vicinity of the play.
We pray for Ty Ferris just because he got hit hard on that play, and he's still yet to get up, getting attended to now by Kamiakin's training staff. But this is just really unfortunate to see. You see he's slow to get onto his back. And you start to wonder maybe a concussion.
Well, I'm not going to play doctor up here. Not sure what occurred. I'm not sure if we can see what the hit was or what bowled him over, but he's definitely down on his back, and they're attending to him, trying to figure out if he needs any more attention. Here's a look at the play. There's the hit. Huge hit. But he was hit head on. That's important to note.
Bit of a blindside hit. Ferris just never saw the Suns player coming, and we think that he's able to walk off the field on his own power.
Penalties on the play. On the play. We got personal foul, blindside block on the offense. We got personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense. Those penalties offset. Replay first down.
So they each get it. Nothing happened. We march on, and it's a first down and 10 at the 18-yard line. But again, here's that hit. Boom, blindside hit. May have hit him head on, but he never saw the hit coming.
Yeah.
More from the side than anything.
Absolutely, and with the offsetting penalties, as we mentioned, just repeat first down. So first and 10 from Kamiakin's 17-yard line.
And he hit him up high, up around the neck area, and that's where it's going to hurt.
Certainly, and landed just straight on his back. We'll let you know what the status of Ferris is moving forward. He's currently getting a concussion test tended to, and looks like he's okay and could potentially be heading back onto the field momentarily.
Yeah, that's good news, but blindside hits are dangerous. Don't care what sport it is, and take one up around the melon, and you're going to feel that in the neck and everywhere, shaking that brain around.
Absolutely. So first down and 10 now. Borsch in the backfield. His touchdown negated. Hunkapiller looks to his left, trying to find Burke in the end zone. And another flag on the play. Intended target was Coven Burke, and this could potentially be another pass interference call on the Braves. Officials meeting up to figure out the call.
Well, one-on-one situation in the end zone. Good toss by Hunkapiller. And now to the discussion, and we'll see how it all sorts out.
Pass interference on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Still first down.
And
Bulls don't like it on the near sideline.
Yeah, there are no shortage of boos from the Braves fans. And you can't see it, but on the Jumbotron screen, a face of disgust. So now it'll be 1st and 10 at the 7-yard line. Hand that one off to Borsch, and he has a wide open lane on the right side, and he has a touchdown, Southridge.
Borsch with a 8-yard ramble.
And a great turn of events for Southridge. You get the defensive stop, you quickly get that ball back, and then you drive it down the field. Second time is a charm for them.
Well, this has been an interesting start to the half. You muff the kickoff and then turn over the football, and eventually it turns out everything went pretty well in a 4:03 span, and the extra point is good.
Extra point is good. The Braves up 21-7. And what a drive that was from Southridge. There is a flag on the play. Forget I said anything. No foul on the play. So it'll be 21-7. And Southridge really exposing the run defense of Kamiakin. Well, that could just be how impressive Gabe Borsch and Taden Jackman are, but they're really taking it to a Kamiakin defense that came in allowing the 3rd fewest rushing yards per game. So now Kamiakin, how do they respond on offense? Southridge now has some life to them. Their side of the crowd is now into it. Head coach Matt Johnson really doing a great job with adjustments. Yes, Kamiakin had some offensive penalties, but Southridge was ready on that 4th and 9 to get their offense back on the field.
Well, it was kind of an eclectic drive, I think it's safe to say, since the start of the second half. I think that's the best word I can come up with, eclectic. Big penalty that came up eventually did not haunt them with that blindside hit. But eventually found a way into the end zone, and Southridge back in this game and down by 14.
So back for the Braves is Mason Severson and Stephen Wadden. We saw how they started off this game with the little trick play to fool the Suns. That led to a solid kickoff return as Southridge looking for a big kick to try to get Kamiakin deep into their own territory. And what a boot on that. Will be a touchback on the kick.
Well, you had the big wind at your back too that gave it a bit of an aid, so you're right now you got the friendly side going with you, and Southridge uses that to its advantage. Ball comes out to the 20.
So puts Kamiakin in a little bit of a tough spot. They'll need another 80-plus yard drive to get a touchdown. Let's see how Southridge's defense responds yet again. It was A+ on their first attempt. It's Jagger McEwen in the quarterback spot. To the right of him is Corbin Hopwood. Motioning is Damian Zolodz. 4 receivers wide. Hopwood will get the inside zone run, and he'll have a great burst of speed. He'll pick up an immediate first down on the play. Another explosive run.
Another big series here for Kamiakin. Here in that first quarter, they were able to take control of the game, really controlled the ball. Came up with 8 first downs in the first quarter.
And a quick first down on this drive, a gain of 11 on that run. Both running backs in the backfield now for Kamiakin. That's Wadden to Jagger's right, and he'll get the ball on this run. Take it to his left side of the field, and he has a wide open space and a big hit again from Jackman. I don't know if these two have had some bad blood in the past, but Jackman has just put on some really big hits.
Well, that's football. Right at the sideline, good hit, right onto the friendly sideline. So
another first
Jackman,
down.
a big hit there, 13-yard run. And a first down, ball at the 45-yard line of Kamiakin.
So Kamiakin, 2 quick plays. What started at their own 20 is now at their own 45-yard line. 7:22 left to go in the third quarter. Ball snapped, and Hopwood will take it up the middle of the field. Will pick up a solid gain of 8 yards.
Yeah, Hopwood lived up to his name, kind of hopped at the 50-yard line, picked up another 3. And he is just short of another first down, less than a yard. Second down.
Yeah, it'll be 2nd and 2 on this play. And Kamiakin's running attack is just really attacking Southridge's defense. Ball snapped. Give it up to Wadden. He'll get first down and more. And another aggressive run.
Oh, Kamiakin content here on this drive to run that clock down. Up by 14. They're in the right place and just trying to keep that defense a little bit longer out on the field for Southridge and keep that offense going.
A couple of flags on the play. Michael Corey and Zedin Salamu getting into it on the far right. There was a flag thrown for each of them after the play. Just both of them wrapped up. Interesting to see what the penalty will be called, if it will just be offsetting, but those two were kind of getting into it for a couple of minutes there.
Anybody wondering about the Mariners? They're going to top of 12 at 2 apiece.
Or no, bottom of the 12th.
Yeah. Yeah, it just ended. And Montero's back out for the Tigers in the bottom of 12.
The Mariners looking to go back to the ALCS for the first time in 24 years. Trying to do it in front of the home crowd as well as we await.
After the play, we have unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. Also have unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense. The penalty's offset. Result of the play is a first down.
Right there on that crowd mic, you can hear the wind blowing on the field.
Yeah, that wind is no joke, and it's a huge reason why Kamiakin is just going to continue to run this football.
Well, and keep in mind, too, as Southridge tries to come back, that's what they're going to be headed into in the fourth quarter.
Absolutely. So both running backs lined up in the backfield. Penalties offset. Wadden will run down the left side, try to break a tackle. A nice wrap-up that was from Chase Ferguson to negate any extra yardage on the play.
You know, it's been a nice night for Kamiakin. They've used about every weapon they have. And that's the one thing Bigland does, is he utilizes everybody. And it keeps you guessing. You keep guessing, who's up next. So it's not one or two guys doing the work. He definitely works it around well.
Everyone's getting a slice of cake as Hopwood will take it up the middle again. Pick up about 8 yards on the play. We'll see where they spot this ball, but Hopwood has just been smoking this Southridge defense.
I like your term cake. Everybody getting a slice. He's had a few more slices of that cake here tonight.
Yeah, Hopwood has just been exceptional. Really set the tone to the beginning of this play, beginning of this game, I should say. He gets 9 yards on that play. He's got to be nearing 100 rushing yards in this game.
Yeah, Hopwood's a bull, 220 pounds, not even 6 foot.
Wadden fumbled the ball. We'll see who recovered it.
Southridge isn't happy. Usually the players will tell you.
It looks like Kamiakin, it's now the 3rd time that they've fumbled the football, but they've come up with it all 3 times. So it'll stay 4th and 1 on Southridge's 31-yard line. And you got to think, Corbin Hopwood, run that thing up the middle.
Well, the Mariners have a potential winning run at second. So Rivas walks, and then a pickoff throw went wide.
And Corbin Hopwood picks up a first down. So Kamiakin's offense will stay on the field. Remember, they started this drive at their own 20-yard line and now find themselves just 2 yards away from the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Ball placed at Southridge's own 22-yard line. Both running backs in the backfield. Mason Severson has been quiet, did have that 24-yard receiving touchdown, but this has been a running back game. Hopwood again with the ball, running down the left side of the field, breaks through one tackle and is knocked out of bounds for a nice pickup on that play.
Yeah, stays on his feet, takes the hit on the sideline, and that 220-pounder, great lower body strength.
I can't believe that he's 220 pounds because he runs like he's 120 pounds. That's just a lot of muscle on that body, and you can see he's breaking through tackles, picks up 6 yards on that play after another explosive run, and he checks out, so it'll just be Stephen Wadden in the backfield, and he'll get the ball up the middle, have enough for a first down and more. We'll see where they spot this. Looks like maybe at the 7-yard line of Southridge. Ball placed at the 6-yard line. And what a luxury head coach Scott Biglin has, because both of his running backs are just superb. And Matt Johnson, you see him on your screen right now. It's just hard to play this offense because they have so much at their disposal.
Well, coming up on 3.5 left here in the third.
Jagger McEwen looking to his left side, was trying to find Mason Severson. That ball sails over his head.
5.5-minute drive here, Evan.
Yeah, they've already had 2 very long drives, and that passing play could be due to the wind. You see just the way that the ball has been floating around. It'll be Hopwood in the backfield, 2 receivers out wide. Ball off to Hopwood, and he's quickly wrapped up, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage or a couple of yards. But a nice stop from Southridge's defense. You're actually going to say a loss of 1 on that play. It's 3rd and 7. 3rd and goal from the 7, I should say. Wonder what head coach Scott Biglin draws up. Michael Corey back onto the field. The wide receiver lined up on the left side. Sorry, apologies. Lined up on the right side as the 2 wide receivers out. Severson on the left side. Hopwood in the backfield. Ball snapped. Jagger looking for Severson. He was quickly met with a tackle, and that ball sails out of bounds. Great play from Southridge. It's now 4th and 7. Wonder what the play call is here.
Well, it's important to note they've got a guy that can kick. Although again, you're kicking into the wind. You would think up by 14, you're going to go for it here.
Send a dagger after you've drained so much time off this clock. Just 2 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. And the Braves are going to go for it. This is another huge stop for Southridge if they can get it. McEwen looks to his right, finds a wide open Michael Corey, and it's a touchdown for the Braves.
Quick slant to Corey, and there was nobody near him. So he's able to separate. Good separation there, and gets away from the defenders into the zone, and goodbye. 6 points.
So Kamiakin caps off an 80-yard drive with a touchdown. That's now 2 drives of 80 yards or more that have resulted in 7 points. PAT pending, I should say. The snap, the PAT, and it's good. So I can officially say 2 80-plus yard drives, resulting in 7 for the Braves. It's now 28-7 as Southridge is looking a little bleak for them.
This SWX production is sponsored by Yakima Federal Savings and Loan. For 120 years, Yakima Fed has kept your money safe and sound by helping neighbors buy homes, build strong communities. Bank better today at Yakima Federal, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
So Kamiakin with another touchdown. It's 28-7 here in Kennewick.
Krigler Insurance Agency, proud to be a part of high school football this year on SWX. Decades of experience, personalized service, located in the Uptown Shopping Center in Richland. For home, auto, RVs, boats, and ATVs, isn't it time you were with CIA? Krigler Insurance Agency, 509-946-4620.
The Braves just capped off an 80-yard drive with a touchdown. They now lead this one 28-7. Their lead back up to 3 scores. Southridge trying to do everything in their power to stop this dynamic running offense with Stephen Wadden and Corbin Hopwood. And it is a tall task. A squib kick. That one recovered, and a quick tackle as Dallas Doherty is met at about the 36-yard line of Southridge.
Yeah, big time hit too, and paid a price. 2:39 left here in the third. And the deficit again for Southridge at 21. So bigger mountain to climb. Big drive. So giving up, bending a little bit, not breaking, and getting those 7 points right back. Good job by the Braves.
Coven Burke on the far left side of Hunkapiller. He's already drawn 2 pass interference plays as that one halfback toss to Borish. And he's got a head of steam up the left sideline. Got a 15, 16-yard gain. There is a flag on the play, and it came after the play as well.
Yeah, great play by Borish. Might have been popped as he went out of bounds. Nevertheless, he's got a first down and more. See how it all results. By the way, the Mariners are going to the 13th. The Rosarina hits into a double play.
13th inning.
I've seen that a few times in Tampa.
I couldn't make it past 11 innings with the Dodger game. Thank God it ended the way that it did, because I was...
Oh, the poor kid.
I was mentally drained after that, and as a Dodger fan, I have no reason to be mentally drained as a Mariners fan, trying to get to that spot for the first time in 24 years. I can't even imagine the emotions.
Well, I noticed they had Jeff Morrow in the pass list tonight. By the way, he was a scratch, late scratch. He's at the Mariner game tonight.
Yeah.
Where I'm sure they did Sweet Caroline for him.
Yeah.
His favorite song.
There's no foul on the play. Play results are first down.
So play results in a first down, but something to keep an eye on for the Kamiakin Braves is Mason Severson is leaving the field with a trainer.
That's not good news.
Looks like he was a little shaken up on that play. It was a 16-yard gain by Gabe Borsch on first down. And for Kamiakin, you're holding your breath slightly. You do have a semi-comfortable lead in this game, but kind of just seeing what the future holds. Looks like Severson's smiling, though, a little bit as he heads off the field, but trainers still have to check in on him. Nonetheless, it will be an explosive play and a huge pickup on first down for Southridge, who they gotta walk away with 7 points on this drive, or it might be time to unofficially say the game is out of reach.
Chickern would say it's in the refrigerator, but we're not ready to do that.
Hunkapiller down the right sideline. Great defensive play as the intended target was Taden Jackman.
A little bit of contact on the play, but that was fine. Both are going for the ball. Inadvertent contact. They let the play go. We'll see it here. We'll see a little bit of contact, but the play goes on.
Great defensive stop from the Braves. Brings up 2nd and 10 from Kamiakin's own 48-yard line.
Yeah, good non-call for sure. But excellent coverage.
Hunkapiller with the halfback toss to Borsch, and he's quickly wrapped up. Be a loss on that play. Kamiakin's defense was ready for that.
Yeah, Zach Purington smoked him there at 5'10", 185, the senior. Loss of 2, so 3rd and 12. So with under 2 minutes left here in the third.
Do they dial up a play for Coven Burke, one of the best receivers in the MCC?
Doesn't have a catcher tonight.
He's drawn a couple penalties. Will be a quick pass to Burke. Will be a short gain on the play.
Corey popped him there, got him right at the knees, and
Michael Corey has had one heck of a ball game. An interception, a beautiful tackle on that play, and just recently caught the touchdown pass to make this a 28-7 game. Give that a gain of 6 yards to Burke. It will bring up 4th and 6. And this does feel like the ball game with 1:10 left to go. Leave that one off on a fake halfback toss. And instead, Hunkapiller gets tossed. So Kamiakin's defense stands tall. Turnover on downs.
Little razzle, no dazzle right there, and definitely a rude greeting. Enriquez just tosses him down.
And Enriquez, he read that play to perfection. Hunkapiller with the fake halfback toss. And for Kamiakin, how much more do we see of Hopwood and Wadden just to drain out the remaining 13 minutes of clock? Both running backs lined up in the backfield per usual, as we've seen for a majority of this game. Ball snapped. Wadden will be met in the backfield. Great response by Southridge immediately on first down. That's got to be a loss of about 4 yards on the play. They're going to say 2nd and 15.
Yeah, loses 5, and ball right at the near hash mark, 40-yard line of Kamiakin. Another big stop, big hit.
Southridge has had a few impressive plays on defense. They got to find a way to quickly get this ball back if they want to give their offense a chance. So McEwen under center with his right hand and left hand man. Ball snapped. Fake it off. Another muff on the play from Hopwood, but he quickly recovers the ball. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play.
Kamiakin is living right tonight. When they've had the muffs, they've been able to come up with it. So a little razzle-dazzle, fake handoff, and then whoops. And able to pull it in. Hopwood brings it into safety.
It's the 4th time that they have fumbled the ball. They've come up with it all 4 times. But that will take a quick break as the quarter comes to an end. Kamiakin up 28-7 here at Lamson Stadium.
Calling all fall fanatics, a new DQ fall treat menu is here. Enjoy the new caramel toffee cookie blizzard treat, pumpkin pie blizzard treat, or new maple cookie shake. Get them delivered in the DQ app, as happy tastes good.
Well, you know what they always say about Dairy Queen and ice cream in general, Canadian, it's never too cold for ice cream. Right now, Kamiakin.
Well, you'd know that living in Toronto.
Yeah. You kidding me? When it's...
I'm more of a poutine guy.
Oh, that's like once in every 6 months it feels like. Ball snapped. Second down, coming in a quick wrap-up from Southridge. Their defense coming to play. No, sorry, that was 3rd and 16, so now 4th and 21 on that play. What an incredible sack.
Yeah, Backman came flying in and just corralled him.
So the first time either team has punted in this game, as the fourth quarter just underway here from Lamson Stadium. Southridge finds themselves down by 3 scores. The defense doing their job for the most part, the offense needing to respond. As Kamiakin will just let this ball go as deep into Southridge territory as possible. It looks like the ball will be placed at Southridge's 25-yard line.
Nice friendly roll there on that kick. You're the Dodger fan. Looks like Jack Flaherty's in relief. Flaherty comes in for Detroit.
Dodgers
the LA
legend.
native. Yeah. 5 minutes at Dodger.
Yeah. Well, he went to high school, Harvard Westlake, not too far from.
Been a few guys go there.
Yeah.
A lot of pitchers.
Well, he was on that team with Lucas Giolito and Max Fried. All three teams were in the postseason with the Yankees and the Red Sox, but now
Giolito's going to have a lot of guys going after him.
the Suns with Jackman running up the middle. A burst of speed and a nice gain on first down. Looks like he might have just gotten 9 yards on the play. We'll see where they spot it. They're going to give him a first down, looks like.
Yeah, he made it to the 35-yard line. That's enough. Move the chains. Hunkapiller with a perfect handoff. Executed well. And Jackman doing the yeoman work.
So Jackman and Borsch have really been relied upon heavily in this game. Haven't seen a ton from Coven Burke outside of a couple of flags drawn. He's lined up to the near side of your screen. In a fake play, Jackman's going to try to dial one up for Burke. And did he catch that?
Yeah, he caught
My
that.
goodness, he did.
It was a wounded duck. The ghost of Joe Cap. That thing was going end over end like a kick. Straight up in the air. Watch this. Handoff. And whoops, it slipped. And the most patient guy in the building is Burke as he waits for it. It was up for grabs and makes the catch.
So another first down. Jackman will muscle his way to a first down as well. And Southridge quickly in to enemy territory. They find themselves at the 30-yard line of Kamiakin. What a play that was from Taden Jackman to find Coven Burke, and right on schedule, as I said. Burke trying to find ways to get involved, and Jackman kind of just dialed up a prayer. And credit to Burke, he never lost sight of that ball.
I think everybody was kind of frozen by the pass. It was one of those that's going to have to come down sometime. And a lot of air under it.
So first down and 10. Leave that one off for Jackman. Running on the right side. Cuts to the middle of the field. Picks up about 7 yards on the play. See where they spot the ball. There's going to be a flag on the play as well.
Yeah, a little discussion on the exchange.
A lot of vocal fans in front of us as we await the call. Take a look at Southridge's
Being an
head
official
coach.
is not an easy job.
For sure, it's not.
unforgiving job.
They either love you or they hate you. There's no in between.
Yeah, well, it's the only guys when they come to work, you go to a game and they boo them as soon as they come out. Never figured that. Hadn't done anything yet. They just came out. Start to boo them.
So we await the call. The gain was 7 yards for Taden Jackman. The umpire, Pat Redmond, will let us know what the deal is.
Yeah, dead ball, personal foul on the defense. 15 yards from the end of the run. It's out, it's a first down.
So that now moves the ball to the 10-yard line and into the red zone for Southridge. What a call that was. Take a look at the replay. So 15-yard penalty on 2nd and 3 brings up 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line. And Southridge quickly to the line of scrimmage. There'll be a flag on the play.
Well, the Mariners a pair of
Dead
walks.
ball, false start on the offense. 5 yards to their previous spot. Still first down.
Mariners a pair of walks. So Julio has walked to follow up Cal. Nobody out, and winning run at second base in the 13th.
For Jorge Polanco. 1st and 15 now on the 18-yard line after a false start. In motion is Borsch, and he'll take this on the left side. Put on the Jets, try to cut to the right side of the field, but quickly met by Ty Ferris on the tackle.
Yeah, Ferris had to hold that jersey and stretch that 15 as far as he could. Carrying that ball in that left arm and grabs a hold. There's the stretch, and down you go.
So pickup of 2 yards on the play brings up 2nd and 13.
Clock most certainly not an amigo to Southridge.
Absolutely not, as Jackman receives the ball in the end route, and he is wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. What a tackle that was. Looked like Partita on the tackle.
And just tossed him down to the turf.
So there'll be a loss, or just met at the line of scrimmage. So no gain, no loss on the play. Sets up 3rd and long, and what was looking like maybe a promising conclusion to a drive for Southridge has turned into a bit of a nightmare with the flag and the minimal gains on 2nd and 1st down. Fake handoff, Hunkapiller looking for options, and he is sacked. What a play that was from Corbin Hopwood.
Yeah, Hopwood just flying in there, sit down, and Hunkapiller takes his seat. Just ran out of time, and the blitz is on.
My God, Corbin Hopwood, have yourself a game as well. Him and Michael Corey have just been all over the field. A loss of 7 on that sack brings up 4th and 20. Hunkapiller, quick snap, looking to his left, trying to find Jackman, and that ball batted away, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Cannon Meager on the stop.
Yeah, Meager getting that right hand up, just bats it down and says that's enough. Kamiakin ball.
So what a response from Kamiakin's defense following the 15-yard penalty. And instead of gaining 10 yards into the end zone, Southridge lost 13 yards on that ensuing drive. So now bring up 1st and 10 from Kamiakin's own 23-yard line. 7:16 left to go in the 4th quarter. And you don't want to say this game is all but over, but with the way that Kamiakin's been running the football, they can really drain some serious clock. Already 2 drives of 6 minutes or more.
Yeah, you're going to take your time in the count. No hurry.
Line judge signaling for one of the Southridge players to get off the field. Chase Ferguson, we know the rule about where your pants can be in relations to your knees. Looks like it's a run play here for Stephen Wadden, and not much on that.
Well, they're at the point of the game they don't really much care. You're coming under 7 minutes to go. Keep it nice and slow and watch that clock count down. Take your time.
So Wadden checks out, Hopwood back in. Hopwood had that 7-yard sack on 3rd and 13 that really put Southridge in a blender. And now he lines up to the right of Jagger McEwen. 2nd down and 10, no gain on the run. It's a quick throw, just misses the hand of Mason Severson, and Jagger was quickly met with a Southridge tackle. 3rd and 10. Interesting play call by Kamiakin to pass the ball when you're just trying to drain as much clock as possible.
Well, at the same time, you've got to mix it up, and you're deep enough in your own end. You're at the 24-yard line that you need that first down to keep possession of the ball. You can't just keep grinding it. So you need to pick up some yards. Keep it safe, though.
Quick throw off. That one batted, nearly intercepted, but a nice defensive play from DeMario Cruz to bring up 4th and 10.
Intended for Severson, but miscue. Totally missed him with a pass, and it got deflected and knocked down. Big play there as Cruz getting the right hand on it.
So Southridge's defense, back-to-back drives, forcing Kamiakin into a punt. Now, it hasn't led to any points from the offense, the lone touchdown being a Borish rushing touchdown at the near end of the 3rd quarter, but another punt here for Kamiakin. And a beautiful punt, getting a ton of backspin on that ball. Wow. That ball now on Southridge's 18-yard line. It started at their 23.
What a kick. 2 straight punts that are just world kicks.
We'll take a break. When we come back, Southridge looking to respond on offense. It's 28-7 Braves.
Tonight's game sponsored by your local Coastal Country Lifestyle Superstore in Yakima. For your family, yard, home, animals, and ranch, Coastal is just what the country needs.
28-7 your score as we come back after Southridge. Another great defensive stop for them. They still find themselves down by 3 scores with 6:13 left to go in the game. Craig West, Evan Davis bringing you the call from Lamson Stadium. And Southridge 2-3 on the season. Kamiakin 4-1, and you can kind of just see why Southridge has struggled a little bit. The wing T offense so effective with the run, but just got to find ways to open up the passing game.
Well, it's a little late right now. 6:13 to go. Very deep, and you're throwing in right in the teeth of the wind.
Quick run on that play For Southridge, getting that run is Ramses Chavez. Get a solid pickup of 6 yards to begin the drive.
It's a matter of finishing this game up. Defense really has been outstanding for Kamiakin tonight.
Ball's out, but there was a whistle on that play, so it won't be a fumble. See where they spot the ball after Kamiakin was trying to punch that one out. Looks like it'll be 3rd and 1, or they'll give them the first down.
Yeah, they'll mark it at the 28-yard line, but enough for the first down. So he was down before the fumble.
Quick first down on 2 plays. Borsch with the ball again, and he's immediately wrapped up. A minimal gain on first down. 2 yards on the play for Borsch. Bring up 2nd and 8. 14th inning in that Mariners-Tigers game. Well, you're getting your money's worth, ladies and gentlemen. Hunkapiller in the backfield. Thought about it for a second, throws it up. Burke is there, and he makes the catch. Wow, what a catch that was from Coven Burke in double coverage. And a huge first down for the Suns.
That was 3rd of the game, one of the players to watch. Look at him go up the ladder here. And he just leaps what looked was going to be over his head, makes the collection, and works it up the sidelines. Good coverage, though, by Severson. He was right on it. But it was Burke that made the play. Not a bad pass at all by Hunkapiller.
So 1st and 10 from Kamiakin's 42. Hunkapiller handoff to Jackman with a burst of speed up the middle. He'll pick up a first down. The ball is out. And Kamiakin may have that football. We'll await the call. See what the ruling is. And they're going to keep it with the Suns, so it'll be a first down and 10.
I always say look at the players. The players will pretty much tell you. And right there, his knee's down, so I think that's stopped the play.
Hunkapiller to Burke on the right sideline. Unable to connect on that one, so it'll be 3rd down and 4 on the 36-yard line. Take a look at that, another look at that replay. Yes, knee was down. So I guess that's what the officials were all trying to figure out. Was that knee down? Because it then just means
it was pretty clear in the replay that right knee had touched the turf.
4:27 left to go in the 4th quarter. Southridge trying to pull off a miracle here, down 3 scores. Hand that one off to Jackman. He's got a lot of open space, and he's got enough for a first down and more. Past the 30-yard line, brought down at the 26 of Kamiakin.
Well, it's been a nice drive for Hunkapiller. They'll work without the huddle.
No huddle. Hunkapiller dialing up a deep ball to Jackman. No luck on that play, so quick incomplete pass, bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, just threw right into double coverage, but was careful about where it was going. Nobody was going to pick that off. And just pretty much chuck that to the sideline.
2nd and 10 from the 26-yard line. As Southridge trying to dial up some more offense here. Kamiakin trying to walk away with their 5th win of the season. Hunkapiller lining up right behind the center. Leave that one off for Jackman on the left side. Trying to break through one tackle and wrapped up at the 21-yard line. 22-yard line, bring up 3rd and 6.
Again, going without the huddle.
No huddle. Gabe Borsch on the right side trying to get through a tackle, and he is wrapped up on that play as well. Great defense from Cannon Meager. And this now becomes 4th and long for Southridge. Quick no huddle on the play. And whistles blow, will be a timeout by Kamiakin. A smart timeout called.
Timeout. Kamiakin.
Settle down the defense, get them hydrated, and figure out what you're going to do on this fourth down play.
Quick reminder, there'll be a replay of this game, Southridge and Kamiakin, SWX, this Sunday, October 12th, 11 a.m. Of course, you can catch the game every Friday night, YouTube, SWX Local Sports, and carry it right there on YouTube. Another way to watch it.
The app, the website, numerous ways to catch high school footballs. Crowds are massive here at Lamson Stadium, and see the cheer squad getting into it as well. Kamiakin has been in control for most of this game. They've had a few lucky bounces go their way with the muffs and the fumbles. They still have found a way to be up 28-7 with just about 3.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Southridge, this is do or die time right now for them. 4th and 6. And they got one final play here just to see what they draw up. Motion. Leave that one off for the running back. And that was Ramses Chavez, and that won't be enough for a first down. So the Braves pick up the stop, and that should about do it from Lamson Stadium.
Well, in that Mariner game in the 14th inning, guess who's coming to dinner? Luis Castillo is coming out of the bullpen.
God, I love the 14th inning. We've seen Luis Castillo, Logan Gilbert, Jack Flaherty.
Yeah, everybody's available in a loser-out game.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, who's pitching in game one for either of these teams. Like,
no, if you're not playing tomorrow, you're pitching in February.
Yeah, no, they might call me. So we first down for the Braves as they look to just ice this game out. Stephen Wadden in the backfield. He'll get the ball and pick up a very minimal gain. Nice defense that was from Southridge. He was met by Toa Hartling. And Wadden has taken some nasty tackles.
Southridge.
So Southridge, 3 timeouts, going to burn one right there and try and hope for another chance to improve the scoreboard a bit with 3:21 to go. By the way, college football tomorrow here on SWX. Northern Colorado in Big Sky action at Idaho at the Kibbe Dome. That'll be at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon here on SWX.
It's a 3-yard gain from Wadden on 1st and 10. Southridge mentioned using the first of their 3 timeouts. Head coach Matt Johnson talking to his squad. It's been hard to contain the backfield of the Kamiakin Braves. Just 2 workhorses. And then you also have Mason Severson out wide as well. It just makes it very difficult for this defense. And Luis Castillo comes in, gets the all-important 3rd out, and the Mariners head to the bottom of the 14th inning. 2nd and 7 here. Will be another run play from Kamiakin, and this time it's Corbin Hopwood.
And a late flag comes out. A little more discussion. So well after the play. Probably a lot of iatas and yapping down going on at this point of the game with 3:12 to go.
We'll wait to hear the call.
But that flag came from the near sideline with authority, well into the air.
Yeah.
Looked like a parachutist was coming in.
Yeah, very, very passionate flag.
With authority.
You got dead ball, personal foul on the offense. Dead ball, personal foul on the defense. Those penalties, offset. We got a timeout.
We've seen a lot of penalties offset in this game, and Southridge will use the second of their 3 timeouts, I should say. 3rd and 1 for Kamiakin.
Yeah, barring a complete miracle, Kamiakin will go to 5-1. Southridge will go to 2-4 after tonight's game. How many other scores? What's going on tonight? Got anything
Gotta
coming
figure
in?
it out. We got to see. Sometimes the website decides to update the scores. Sometimes Kevin and I like to play a fun game of
I'll get them
guess that score.
like at 11:15. I'll get them on my phone. The updates.
Yeah, which is great for us because we're on air at 11:15.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be sitting at home having a drink, and then all of a sudden I've got this popping on. Like, what?
Yeah, we got SWX overtime coming up at 11:15, and we try to get in as many scores and highlights as possible, but sometimes we're just left with not enough time, and we scramble, try to find some scores for you guys, but we just don't want to say the wrong score, as Corbin Hopwood will carry this one past the line to gain. It should be a first down for the Braves. Corbin Hopwood has just been stellar, really doing everything and more for Kamiakin, whether it's on offense, defense, the sacks, the rushing touchdowns. It's been a game for him. Southridge not electing to use their third and final timeout as the clock continues to wind down to 2:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's Jagger McEwen. Snaps the ball. And quickly, and a nice run play. Wow, it looked like that Corbin Hopwood was getting dropped down, but there was a flag which got me paused for a second because it was the second that Corbin Hopwood almost came down the first time. So we'll see what the flag is. But it started right when Hopwood was trying to break through that first tackle.
Yeah, Hopwood, great second effort, regardless whether there's a penalty on the play or not. Just a great second effort.
On the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Repeat the down.
So it'll be another personal foul on the offense. So it'll set them back 10 yards. And they'll repeat first down. The clock will now continue to wind down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds. First and 18 on Kamiakin's own 23-yard line. Southridge still with one final timeout left to go in this game. Kamiakin also with one timeout as well. And it looks like it will be a false start on the offense, so it will now become first and 23.
Start on the offense, be 5 yards from the spot, from the previous spot. So first down.
Things here late in the game get a little messy. I think it's fair to say.
Certainly fair to say that.
You're getting into your depth, giving some people a chance to play that don't normally get to play a lot. Giving them a chance.
So the clock continues to wind down. Now under 2 minutes left to go in the game. That's Stephen Wadden lined behind Jagger McEwen as they'll continue to drain this clock out. Wadden cuts to the left side and is immediately met in his tracks. Will lose yards on that play.
Yeah, he was taking a toss down by Paz Barraza.
So it'll be second and 24, a loss of one on the play. And Matt Johnson might be taking this third and final timeout home with him tonight because he has still yet to use it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Just kind of let it wind down, and
yeah, no point in keep.
Yeah, and they're not trying to score. They're just trying to run the game out.
The second and 24 as we now near the dying seconds of this game. It'll be Hopwood with the run. He'll just add some yardage. It'll be now a timeout called by Southridge with 46 seconds left
Timeout.
to go in this game
Southridge.
after an 8-yard pickup from Corbin Hopwood.
So indeed, he isn't going home with that timeout.
Well, no side dish of timeouts.
That'll be available at a garage sale tomorrow somewhere. If you can only sell those, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Looks like we almost might be heading to a 15th inning in this Mariners-Tigers game.
Although Robles has just walked.
Gosh, this is going to make...
He went on 4 pitches, too.
Yeah, this is going to make game 1 of the ALCS very interesting. I mean, Robles didn't even bother to swing the bat. I mean, you might as well not have even been in the batter's box for that 4th pitch.
Now, it makes you wonder if you put a runner at second base, would the game have ended the way the guys have hit in extra innings? It's a good question.
Put a guy on home and he still wouldn't score.
Yeah, it gets a little tight this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing I've always said about best of fives, not always the best team wins.
Absolutely. It's Hopwood just trying to find a bit of running space and is brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
so
Parrish with the hit, and
that should about do it for this game.
yeah, the
Play clock is
just a second ahead.
Yeah, just a second or two ahead of the. So that'll do it.
Yeah, they don't have to run another play. They can start shaking hands right now, and that's what they're going to do out at midfield.
Yeah, so that'll do it for this game. Kamiakin with a very dominant win at home, 28-7 over the Southridge Suns. The Suns defense did a lot in this game to try to get their offense back into it, but ultimately it was the Braves defense that was stout in this game, and Kamiakin for them, they will move to 5-1 on the season. Southridge will drop to 2-4. What are your thoughts?
Well, definitely the thoughts. Great wire-to-wire win. Yes, it just was not with just the way the game started for Southridge, but for Kamiakin, wire-to-wire victory. Excellent job offensively. Controlled the ball for probably 65% of the game, and that's how you win football games.
Yeah, they really just tired out Southridge's defense in the end. The incredible play of Stephen Wadden and Corbin Hopwood just really set the tone on offense for the Braves, and given the wind implications, those two really had to be elite, and they certainly were in this game.
And very socialistic tonight. They were able to move the ball around, use different people, utilize the offense extremely well. Good job by Kamiakin.
And we saw a lot of just great plays on defense from Southridge. I know the score would tell a different story, but they had a couple of TFLs, a couple of sacks as well in this game. So a few positives to take out. It was just they were really struggling to use Coven Burke as the fireworks go off here at Lamson Stadium.
Well, that'll wake up some people. What happened? It's homecoming night. So light the fireworks, enjoy the game, and the Braves win it 28-7. I guess we'll see you here next Friday night.
Yeah, we should see you here next Friday night. That should be a great one as well. The Richland Bombers and the Chiawana Riverhawks, 7 p.m.
And we'll see you at 11:15 on the tube.
Yeah, we'll see you at 11:15 for SWX Overtime. For Craig West, our entire crew, our executive producer, Matt Funk, and the rest that make this broadcast the broadcast it is. I'm Evan Davis signing off. We'll see you at 11:15 p.m.